How's it going, guys? I'm your host Korban Gaming. Welcome back to another Nostalgia Quest episode, and for today's episode we are going to be doing some Miss Fix-It quests. Okay, so we haven't really visited her, and in fact I don't really know what kind of part she plays inside of Battleon as a whole. She's been here for quite some time already. Like the very early iterations of the game, I don't really remember her, but ever since Battleon got this new like revamp look, she's always been there to my knowledge. Okay, I'm not entirely sure, so don't quote me on this, but yeah, I always saw her as more of a side character, not so much of somebody important. In fact, we don't even see her outside of her own quest line, so I'm pretty sure it's just a side character with some side quests that literally never appear ever again after you finish off a quest. So let's see. Miss Fix-It. Korban, hi there, I'm El Tai, also known as Miss Fix-It, among many other names. I bet you're wondering why I'm here. I'm one of the Knights of Order, or KOO if you prefer. You're responsible for making sure law retains the balance intended by Lauritia. I'm also the former Adventure Quest Bugs head moderator, and so I was elected spokesnight for this. Oh, interesting. So I think this NPC was based off a very old staff member. Okay, the former Bugs head moderator. By the way, who is holding that role now? I'm quite curious. Is IMR and Cam doing everything and Hollow as well, or like is there like some other dedicated person doing this which we don't really hear much of? I'm here today to announce the recent changes, updates and improvements, fixes even we have made. Okay, quests. So the first one that we'll do in order is Centaurians. Okay, where is Centaurians? Here it is. Okay, surprisingly it's the 5th quest. Very weird. I think the previous ones we have either went through it before or they happen at some point of time. I don't really know. You've probably heard of the Centaurians before, but if you have not let me bring you up to speed. Centaurians were a noble race of half-man, half-horse created by magic long ago. Unfortunately, they were rather weak, small and weak, closer to a deer in size. They eventually died out at the hands of warlords and monsters. Just recently, however, I learned that they may have been reborn in a new and powerful form. The tales come from the south. Over the open fields past Dragonstone, through Scaling Desert, the fire fields, and ultimately to the edge of Ogaton. Begin your journey now and see if you can rediscover the new Centaurians and find out why they have returned and how. Okay, so we get a nice little picture here. This is actually not something that we see often, if at all. Okay, a picture inside of a dialogue box. Why do we not get more of that? Like, especially for quests whereby they want us to find something, it'll be nice if they put a picture inside the dialogue box. Of course, this is completely for flavor, for fun, and serves no real purpose, but I think it'll be nice, okay? Like, especially if the NPC wants you to hunt for a certain item, look for a certain ingredient or something like that, then it'll be nice to have a picture, you know, so we can like visualize how the things look like. So are you brave enough to seek out such a powerful creature bred for war with the intelligence of human and the strength of a beast? I'm ready to ride. Let's go. Numbers. Okay, these are pretty high level monsters if I don't say so myself. So we'll get out our gear. Let's see. Do they really hit as hard? Yeah, the stats do correspond with the level, so I think this one does scale quite I think this one does scale properly to your level instead of it being an old quest. I don't know if this is an old quest or a new quest. I think it should be a rather old quest, but yeah, this one does scale properly, so we want to watch out and hopefully not get one turn nuked by some random monster. Okay, so let's bring out our Lawmaster's home over here. Let's do the ugly. Let's go. Okay, 651 left. Come on. Nice. Alright. Next, Evil Tiki. Oh, this one hits with earth and you want to go for wind. So it looks like you get a mix between earth and wind monsters. Okay. Mechalot. See, water. Definitely don't want to hit him with earth. So switch over to our water gas. I'm kind of lazy to switch into obsidian cloak to bring out another element gas, so we'll just use this. Wind, we'll just use Pig Drake. Let's go for slice and dice. Yep. We'll just do choke and then we will turn on all our toggles over here for our Soneko, and then afterwards wind. Okay, weapons. Wind weapon. We'll do big dictionary over here and let's go. Okay, 211, 80, 96. That's not so bad, but it's not the best either. This is going to take us quite a few turns to take him down because of his 7,000 HP pool. The thing is, I'm fine with monsters having a large HP pool as long as they have like a very weak resist to something. What I hate are monsters, usually are monsters with medium-sized HP pools, but they have like ridiculously low amounts of resistance. Like, man, those monsters are so annoying to deal with. Okay, so we'll do this, and 1,400 health left. Okay, one more turn and we should do it. Alright, so I think I am... Oh, okay. I wanted to do Essence Orb and Pixel Eater, but I think we'll just let our pet and gas should do the job. And then the burn or bleed, whatever, should kill it. Yep, there we are. Next up, another Evil Tiki. Okay, at least we don't have to switch out for anything. I've looked at the info subs. This should be a relative... Oh no, it's not a short quest, sorry. 8 freaking battles. Okay, I thought it was 9 battles total. After 8 battles, you fight the Centaurian. Okay, not a lot of dialogue, but quite a lot of fighting. Okay, jeez. Wow, and you get monsters like Evil Tiki. Thankfully, I am max level. By the way, I've seen a few questions over on the subreddit recently, as well as my comment section. Usually I get this a lot from like the newer players or returning players. What level should you be before you start out doing the quests and going through the story? And for adventure quests specifically, I would recommend you to level up to max level, get all the best gear first before you actually start. Why do I say that? It's because a lot of the older story, they don't really scale properly to your level, and you might find yourself stonewalled or stuck again in some random quest for stuff that doesn't scale. And then like, especially if you're like level 20, level 30, that sort of thing, like yeah, you might struggle a lot with those quests. So I would rather you know, put in a little bit of time and effort to go ahead and level up first. Yes, I know it sucks and this shouldn't be a way for the RPG, but until the staff has the time to revamp every single thing inside of the game, this is sadly how it is. Okay, so the best way to go about doing it is to level up fully first, get some of the good gear. You don't have to get the best gear, by the way. Check out my top 10 strong items to get inside Adventure Quest. Hopefully that should help you guys out. So yeah, you don't really need excellent gear, but you need at least decent gear that is at your level if you want to have a good chance of, you know, being able to clear out all of the quest content, the standard story contents without much difficulty running into stonewalled by bosses. Okay, I know that it's a very annoying feeling, and this is the main reason why I'm recommending you guys to level up to max first. Like, I absolutely hate it when, you know, you do the quest halfway and then you find out that, hey, there's some monster that I can't get through because my level is too low, because I don't have enough gear, that sort of thing. And then, you know, when you want to go back to the quest, you have to redo every single thing. Like, that is so annoying, and I don't want anyone to go through that. So my recommendation will be put in a bit of time and effort. Check out my EXP and leveling guide if you guys are having difficulty finding where to level up. Hopefully that helps you out, and you know, level up as quickly as you can. Then you can fully enjoy the quests and the stories. Alternatively, if you are lazy, then, you know, may I be so bold as to suggest that, you know, just go just have a look through my channel. I've gone through almost every single quest in this game. Most of the big quest lines, I think I've done it already in past series. You guys can check out the Nostalgia Quest series. This is like season 3 or season 4. I cannot really remember. And I don't know how long this season is going to last, to be honest. I try out different builds in the game, and also I try out I go through all of the other different stories, so that, you know, if you don't want to play through the storyline, you can just watch through my videos. Then you guys can go ahead and get an idea of what the story is. Alternatively, if you're not someone who likes to watch videos, why are you doing here? Why are you even here in the first place? Just go on to the forums and read through the info subs. Of course, that is a little bit boring in my opinion. So yeah, watch my videos, guys. And of course, if you're enjoying the content, be sure to give the video a thumbs up. It's free of charge, and you know, it doesn't cost you anything. It's just one click, and it really helps me out a lot. So I really appreciate if you guys do that. And of course, if you're enjoying the content and if you're not already subscribed, I know a large majority of you unsubscribe. Go ahead and click that subscribe button. Okay, shameless plug there. You know, if you don't like the content that I'm putting out, you can unsubscribe anytime. It's also free of charge. So yeah. Doesn't cost anything for you, but helps me out a lot. Gives me the motivation to go ahead and make these amazing videos for you guys. Alright, and speaking of which, you guys can see I'm not very good at multitasking. I should have done Destruction Burst, but I forgot. That is totally fine though. Oh god. Okay, hold on. Let's switch over to Neko, let's just do Neko. You do the wind attack. Okay. And we'll do destruction burst. Oh god. Oh god. I forgot. Damn it. I am dumb, guys. Oh my god. Water is minus 200%. Very, very weird why water will be minus 200% for a freaking bush. Oh yeah, I forgot that I can make use of this new thing now that can dismiss the guests instead of calling them out. Again, I do not think it's a good quality of life change, but I'm not complaining that it's there. It's nice to have, but it's not necessary in my opinion. I'd rather they spend it doing something else, you know. Like, I think the shop reordering was well done, you know. They can implement some other stuff from the NIVP launcher that I'm using over here, which is the Golden Gift Box mass openings. That's one. You can do, what's that? The donation. Yeah, allow people to donate more at the same time. That'll be another good suggestion. Who art thou? Why hast thou come to tread upon the land of Edgar the Noble? I am Korriban of Battleon. I've come here on a peaceful mission to meet your kind. Are you Edgar the Noble? No, I'm not. Edgar the Noble is the law of my lands. He doth govern over 1,000 of my kind. Well, it's nice to meet you, Juru. Can you show me more? Can I talk to Edgar? You question much. Face me in combat and we shall see if thou hast truly come in peace. What? That doesn't make sense. Only in battle can one see the true face of their opponent. If that's what you need, then that's what you get. So, very ironic here, you wanna see if we come in peace, yet you want to test us out by trial of violent combat. Well, I guess that's how most things work. This is something that I never understand. You want to test out like the character of a person, see if they come in peace, all that sort of stuff. Yet, the first thing you do is challenge them to a violent fight to the death. Like, what the heck? Like, it's not even just this game. It's like, media in general, like whether you're watching a game, whether watching a movie or something like that, like this is always the case and I simply do not understand why. If you come in peace, why do you want to test us by way of fighting instead? Like that makes zero sense. I just don't understand why people do that, but yeah, it's been a thing since forever and I guess Adventure Quest is no exception as well, so yeah. Trial of violent combat. Let's see who's the last guy standing to see if we really come in peace. Or I guess another like way you can think about it is, whoops. Another way you can think about it is like if you win the combat and then you spare the guy's life, I guess you can kind of see. But then wouldn't it mean that you are either one, losing on purpose, or two, expecting the guy to be able to beat you for that to happen? So, Drew, what is my true face? You fought well and with honor. Without malice or anger, you speak the truth. Thou may consider us the Centaurians friends of the people of Battleon. Well, I'm not one to look a gift horse in the mouth, so thank you. Do you happen to know how it was that your kind came to be? It is known among my people that Centaurians once lived, but disappeared years ago. We thought you were all gone. One day I awoke as a colt, and quickly grew into a stallion. I know not how I came to be. Edgar the Noble knows all, however. I will go to him, tell him of your kind and your honor, and perhaps he will journey back to Battleon with me. That sounds good. I look forward to it. Thank you, Drew. Until we meet again. I bid thee well. Okay, so that's the end of the quest. I don't know if there's a part 2 to this, but that was a pretty abrupt ending. We never got to see the big boss. Instead, we got one of his like small generals or something like that. This one, weapon. Their weapon, range weapon, not max level, so wouldn't recommend this. This one also not max level. Ooh, costs Z tokens as well. And okay, to be very fair, I think the armor looks pretty good. But is this worth the tokens? Is this worth you buying? No, not at all. So don't waste your tokens. Alright. Thank you. Now that we know that the Centaurians are friends, we can look forward to one day joining them in battle against our enemies. Awesome. Okay, next quest here. And yeah, little bug here. Our character is now standing here and blocking most of the stuff. Next one is Zardmaster Evolution. Supposed to go to the Zard Hunter shop and other quests evolution. Can't remember if I've done this before. Dilwod Sackerberry was once a man. He wanted little more than to make it from one year to the next and enjoy himself a little on the way. But in the course of his career as a mole inspector for farmers, Dilwod gained an obsessive curiosity about living things that could seemingly adapt themselves perfectly to fit any condition. This led him to study fox zards, who transform themselves shortly after they are born to match their environment. Dilwod's experiments ultimately led to him trying... typo here. a formula on himself. It only partially worked on his physical form, but I started to drive him mad. For years, he has continued his experiments, and they continue to become stranger and stranger. Korban, G-Day mate, I've been tracking the Zardmaster for weeks now, and I finally found him. Great work, Zard Hunter, but what makes it so important that we confront him now? Crikey, you haven't heard. You wouldn't believe me if I told you about the crazy new Zard hybrids I've been finding all over. There's only one man who could be behind it, and he's in there. Keep an eye out for any traps. I'll get to the bottom of this. Hey, don't touch any of my stuff. Dilwod, nice to see you again. You're trespassing, buddy, and don't call me Dilwod. You're going to make me angry, and you don't want to see me when I'm angry. Hey, I've heard that somewhere else before. So, did the Zard Hunter send you here? That man just won't leave me alone. All I really want is to be free to pursue my studies of the natural world. Really? The Frog Zard Hunter has been watching things very closely since your last little experiment. It was Insectozards, and he's found a number of even weirder Zards since. Harumph, okay, you've got me. What was I supposed to do? Just twiddle my thumbs or every other villain gets to do what they want? I wouldn't say that. I mean, my friends and I tend to go after every bad guy. It's not like we are singling you out. Well, good, that makes me feel a little better. So have you seen my new creations yet? No, I haven't. They are different. I have to admit that I've had to be very creative to devise new Zards. I think I've done well. Anyway, I'll make sure you'll get a chance to see them all. Oh, how? I engineered these new Zards so that instead of growing from embryos requiring a mother Zard, they now grow from seeds. Okay, so like plants. Interesting. I strapped bags of Zard seed to as many griffin and dragons as I could find, poke some holes in the bags and just let them fly all over lore. Oh boy, that sounds like a freaking recipe for disaster. The whole planet should be swarming my new Zards in. About now. That's got to be your craziest plan yet. Why would you even do that? This is my ultimate plan, because if you don't wipe out all of the new Zards by midnight in 4 days, the remaining ones will all dry out and become huge seed pods. They'll explode and spread more seed. Even one of my new Zards has the potential to create 1,000 new Zards if it goes to seed. Mwahahaha. You're totally insane, and what's to stop me from finishing off right here and now so you can never see the end of your plan? Not only have I finally perfected my Zards, I also perfected my own Zard mutation, so you see, I'm what's stopping you. Oh, well, how about that? So instead of creating a new Zard, he turns himself into a Zard. Okay, but I have to say, his brilliant plan is actually pretty good. Like, if you don't stop these Zards in time, they just become more Zards. I think that's quite a smart plan in my opinion. Smart evil plan. You have more to worry about than me anyway. If you don't destroy all the new Zards by midnight 4 days from now, lore will finally become a world of Zards. Oh boy. Crikey. To war. Okay, so Dilwod Sackleberry, aka the Zardmaster, has perfected his mutant formula and unleashed a new horde of crazy Zards into the world. If we don't stop all of his new Zards in 4 days, every remaining Zard will explode and shower thousands of Zard seeds all over lore. We have to get them all. Do homo. So what is this here? Is this some code for something, or is this like just a bug or something, or some sort of error? If any of you guys know, do let me know down in the comments below. Let's go by ourselves. Oh, Shell Zard. Interesting. So we'll switch over to Ice Armor and Ice Shield, which is our all set. The Zardmaster makes a Zard with a turtle and an igloo to create this weird critter. Lord Barris was the first to trip over the wrong icy shell. So weakness to fire as expected. So water will do okay. Yep. Oh, 4,000 over HP. 5,000 over HP, sorry. This is going to be a pretty long fight. But thankfully it doesn't do any damage, so that's fine. Okay, let me see. How many battles do we have to go through? I don't really know. I think it's just 2? Oh, 6. 6 battles, okay. And another ice Zard. Okay, so there's a thing for ice type of Zards, I guess. Oh god, and this is the one that I hate. Oh god. 100% fire, not weak to anything in particular, but look at his freaking health, 5,000 over health. Oh god. Yep, this is not going to be fun. Okay, Essence Orb. Pixel Eater. Deburst. And let me see. Essence Orb again. We should get a full heal after every 2 battles, I think. I mean, that's the usual standard, so I don't think I'm too worried. Yeah, this is an old quest, so it should be based off the old standards. Oh, I also wondered, did we really have a deadline for this war? If any of you guys can remember. Did we really have a deadline to like finish the war in 4 days or like lose the war or something like that? To my knowledge, I don't think we've lost the war inside of AQ before. I know for DF we have, but I don't think we have for AQ. Do you guys know? Did the staff really set a deadline of like 4 days? I think that'll be interesting if they actually did. Yeah, speaking of that, I don't think we've ever lost the war in AQ before. Not to my knowledge, so what would happen if we lost? Are there like any consequences? I mean, then again, there usually aren't any deadlines for wars inside of AQ. I think it'll be quite interesting if the staff were to implement that. Of course, it means that the warmongers will have to work double time, but I think it'll be interesting to see something, you know, with a bit of stakes, you know. Yeah, usually a war doesn't have any stakes involved, so it's just, you know, go at our own speed, which is nice, to be honest, because not everyone has like all the time in the world to play the game, right? Especially like you know, during like festive periods or something like that. Maybe people want to take a break and, you know, hang out with their family and friends. And yeah, it's almost Chinese New Year soon, so to all my Chinese friends or whoever it is that celebrates Chinese New Year, happy Chinese New Year to you guys. I will be celebrating it, of course, but you know, with the new COVID variant and all, it's still, you know, max number of visitors per day, it's still 5, so yeah, gotta space them out. Still aren't back to normal yet, though. I would say we are pretty close. Hopefully Omicron goes away soon. Right, Chizard. Zardmaster sold a tofu kufu, after which he patterned this art just with a little more dairy and a little more flavor. Keep him unrefrigerated for too long and he starts to sweat. Wyvern was the first to endure this stinky Zard. All these names, first to endure, first to encounter, all these sort of things, they are usually the names of the people who created it, and I think it's quite interesting that they have this inside of AQ. Like, are they still looking for people to design monsters nowadays? I don't really think so, right? But I think it would be nice if they, like, you know, held another contest or something like that, or took some suggestions from the forums. I know recently they took one suggestion to make an item. I think it was it Chaotic? Or was it Lupo? I can't remember who was it. I'm really sorry. Like for the shield, the not so good shield, unfortunately. But yeah, I wish they'll take in more suggestions to make like unique monsters from the player base, and then, you know, credit the people who make the monsters. I think that'll be nice to see once in a while. Not that I actually have any good ideas currently for monsters, but I'm sure, apart from me, a large portion of the player base, the community has some ideas for some brilliant monsters that they can implement to the game. Not to say that what the staff is coming up with is bad or anything, but you know, I always do like variety. You know, more never hurts, right? I mean, of course, it sort of hurts the staff because it means more work for them, but hey, you can't improve the game without working on it, right? Caesar again. Okay, so go into our armor of ore here. Shield of ore. I think we're nearing the end soon. I lost count of how many this is already. And this guy, I think he has a chance to freeze or stun or something. Just now he tried to inflict some effect on me. Not this battle, but the earlier battle with the Caesar. But he didn't manage to get it. The Caesar caused the chilly winds of his homeland to freeze you and your friends. Oh, paralyzed. Interesting. And in fact, it affects everybody as well. Not just your character, but apparently your pets and your guesses too. Huh, wow. It's actually quite uncommon, whereby we have effects that affect not just you, but your pets and your guesses as well. I mean, apart from those that completely remove them, but yeah, I think this is one of the rare few times. Not that I want to see them again, because that'll make it very difficult to deal with them for Beastmasters, but I think it's interesting once in a while to implement these sort of more unique effects into the game. 615 HP left. Come on, 324. Oh god, is this going to be enough? Yeah, it's enough. Okay. Heal. It's over, Dilwod. You lost. We defeated all of your new Zards. So you came back to me to gloat. I won't have it. You may have killed my Zards, but I'll be picking bits of you out of my teeth for the next few days. Mwahahaha. We shall see about that. Alright, let's see how good you are. Morph Zardmaster. Darkness, huh? Okay. Obsidian Cloak. Let's go. Dilwod Sacaberry mutated himself to become part man and part Zard. And has created a race of mutant Zards. Now he has finally perfected his own mutation. So he just hit me with ice. I don't know if this is random elements or what, but I think it could be random elements. So pets will bring out Royal Cake. It's my newest Z token package pet. And we'll do Lawmaster Tome. Water is 100, Earth is 85. Okay, so we'll stick with this guess. Okay, because he's under level, only level 120, I don't think I should be too worried about him. Don't really think he can do any big damage. I think you should kill him in about 2 more turns. Oh, I stand corrected. 529. Wow, that hurts. Okay, and Lucky Shot. I mean, without the Lucky Shot, we have done about 200 plus damage, which is still not too bad, I guess. Okay, unless he somehow hits with light, I think he should be pretty safe. Yeah, okay, he's gonna be dead this turn. So, yep, this was a pretty easy battle. There we go. I find it quite funny because this is like, looks like new artwork, but yet the artwork on his face here, this is obviously the old 2D artwork. Oh no, my formula, it wasn't perfect after all. You caused a lot of trouble this time, Dilwod. More than usual. You won't soon forget. You mean forget? Typo here, the Zard. Lips, you almost brought upon law. Chuckle, you said forget. Oh wait, that was intentional. We need to know if you have any more surprises out there. I'll never help you. Then I guess you're coming with me. You'll be spending some time locked up in Battleon while we mop up your mess. This way. Okay, so we locked him up, but the question is for how long? Some miraculous reason, the villains always, you know, manage to escape the prisons that we hold for them. Classic Torch, the classic, the original, and storming a mad scientist there accept no substitutes. Just a torch. I'm not sure how this has any relation to the quest, but okay. Under level, so don't get this. Zards also under level 110 only. Oh, Chizard, Scizard. Yeah, okay. So these are all passed, and yeah, that's going to do it for today's episode, guys. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. If you have, be sure to give this video a thumbs up, and of course, subscribe to this channel if you guys would like to see more such future content. Till the next time, I'm your host, Korriban Gaming. Peace out.